Some pretty thick cardboard. People, they chewing on that lamb over there. What's up, man? That's a whole thing of, what is it? They are out here terrorizing this lamb. Look at that gut. Chi lamb, venison, some deer ribs. All that fussing. It's nippy out here. I'm trying to make sure they get a little condition for this weather here. Look at that gut. How much does she eat? They are maxing this lamb out. She figured out where to go. Y'all can pick them up without biting. I can take this whole thing of lamb here. Nobody biting me. Where they do that at, people? Look, this is a whole desensitization thing. I've been doing this before we was on camera. You do understand that, right? This ain't just no random stuff. The minute we start feeding them, I'll start touching and harassing them to make sure if they go home to anybody with their kids, nobody. Because kids, look, they be like, oh, you should do that to the dog. Look, kids are unpredictable. They like little aliens. Can't tell no kid what to do. That joker, they're tough. So I think there's another fat one back here that figured out. Figured out that she can get her own ribs if she stay over this way. What's up? Can you do me a favor real quick? Yeah. Can you go grab my laptop? Yeah. Grab my laptop and bring it out here. Guys, I saw, hey, can you tell me what book you're going to read? Guys, I read a bunch of studies. He's about to go get my computer. I'm going to open up my computer and show you all the tabs on my computer so you can see that I read Harvard studies about food, nutrition, aminos, carbohydrates, everything. You guys keep thinking this in a book. I told you I got 10 years of history specifically in nutrition. I was the head of wellness for a $500 million company. And then turn around, I've been obsessed with dogs since I was 7 years old. So it's not in a book. So people keep saying, hey, what books? My man, my girl, whoever it is listening, get out and spend as much time as you can with your dog. You get good at your job if you get hired somewhere because you do that job every day for 10, 15, however long it be. I've been around dogs and testing will, ability, my own capabilities for since I was a kid. There's no books. All the books we're reading is to make sure that we scientifically put something together. But guess what? Science ain't always right. You do know that, right? You do. If there was a book written for, studying all this stuff, what good would we be? There'd be cures for cancer, diabetes, and there'd be no all kinds of disease. But it exists. It exists for a reason. What's up, mama? They tearing this lamb up, though. I do know that. Look, we went to Wild Fork. Spent about $109. Got some lamb. I just posted a video at Feeding Time. This right here is venison, New Zealand. This is venison from New Zealand. Pasture-rided New Zealand venison. Every time they ring me up, they be so happy. They're like, man, we just love you coming in here. I'm like, 2 things, $100? Sheesh. I need it, though. There you go, my man Keith. As he said, get y'all some puppy blocks, too. Look, go ahead and just keep it right there. Let's go down there. I'm just going to hold it right there so I can show you. Now, those are some logos. Just so y'all clear. But when y'all look up this right here, it's emails. What does it say? Lysine. Article on lysine. My food data. What's this? NHI, omega-3 fatty acids. Y'all keep thinking I'm reading the book. Harvard, omega-3 fatty acids. I read everything. What's this say? Oh, hierarchy of dogs' needs. Maslow's law. Guys, y'all want me to tell you what book? Look, I got a second tab up on a whole different perspective. Let's read about business. Profit education. Yeah, see, now I was reading about bees and habitats and ecosystem. I don't even know what all's up on these tabs. But y'all keep wanting me to tell you You just set that down in that thing. What's in the books, people? This is more than books. I read. That's literally. Go get the laptop. There's all the tabs up. The other ones are business. Because I am a information junkie. Period. There's new studies coming out every day, all the time. Because guess what? Nothing's in fact too. Nothing is. So they're learning new things every day, posting new things, studying things still. And I read everything, literally. Read everything. There you go. Oh, man. Not necessarily meet my friend. He said he thought you had a ponytail. You ain't got to necessarily freeze. You have to freeze meat, the fish. The fish is one of the things you have to freeze. No, they get goat. The big dogs had some goat last night. That's the beauty of it. Look at them things. Ribs are one of the things, again, you could teach and get the dogs on early. Oh, snap. We got one. I'm like, he did climbed up here. There we go. What's up, man? That's live on camera. That's the first time anybody's done this. Oh, Eddie came. Oh, man. You almost had it, buddy. Dang. That's live. Look, I'm going to have to say this live. We're going to say this live. I'm going to say this live. He done climbed up this little hill here. We walked across the whole top, as you saw. And boom. What we're going to have is working stations. What we have to do then is add things that force the dogs to try. And that'll be coming soon. Primarily realistic for the dogs that we're keeping, like her. But all these places will be things that the dogs are encouraged to challenge themselves on moving forward. But that right there. Turf. So Home Depot has turf for those that are looking in abundance. Lowe's is more for the commercial buyer. I asked the guy, I said, yo, what's the difference? He said Lowe's is for commercial. And meaning like people like he's going to Walmart, and Home Depot's for construction and contractor more stuff. Contractor type work. I saw that makes sense. That makes sense. Salmonella, look. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's a good question. Arnold Schwarzenegger and the guy's been drinking eggs. You know, maybe 1 in 100 eggs even have like E. coli or salmonella type stuff. And keep in mind, there's a lot of different things in a dog's digestive tract that we don't have to support this type of stuff. So, you know, my papa told me 2 things. And I'll tell you one thing. But one of the things he said is never castrate a dog. And he said, don't forget that it's a dog. That's 2 things that he told me. That's both things. And so where a lot of money goes into this, I'm going to still remember, they still dogs, man. They still dogs. And the more we know, the better we could do. Period. Cha-Cha's in the cage. There you go. Look at him going up the stairs now. Look at this dude, man. You on a mission today, bro. You 2 for 2 right now. You 2 for 2, but don't do it. We're going back down the stairs now. He's 2 for 2. No, my dogs don't get aggressive when they get bathed. Look, let me be very clear and say ain't nobody more aggressive in this house than me. We all got an understanding. And that don't mean I hurt them. We just got an understanding. Me and the dogs, man, we so connected. They won't do anything I'm doing. If it's time to bathe them, it's time to bathe them. There you go. Good boy. Look, man, you 2 for 2, bro. Like I said, I wasn't even going to say this. Like, I got to save it now just because you the first one to do it. I'm tight. I didn't get it on the regular camera. That's how I know I should be on this live right now. Here we go, buddy. Look at Ego Jr. getting up there. Come on, man. You one more step. Let's go. One more step. Sandlot. There we go. Get up there. There you go. Say it with your chest, boy. It is roly-poly here. Good boy. That boy going to be tough. Y'all still on these ribs. These funky ribs. There you go, man. Come on. Come on down. I'm going to clip their nails tonight. There you go. One more. Good boy. Boy. Here you come with the harassment, dude. Here you come with the harassment. Dogs going in the pool. You're not understanding. The minute which I take it to my buddy Richard's house, ours go through an extensive process. Period. If it's time to bathe them, they're gonna get bathed. If it's time to wash them, they're gonna get washed. They just sit there and chill. But I've been chastising these dogs since they was the ones I keep especially. So I'm not gonna it's 4 people that have sent like deposits in, 4 or 5 people, and I'm not taking no more deposits. We have over 50 people on the waiting list, people. And I don't presume that everybody's gonna buy a dog, to be clear. I don't think they're gonna be like, hey man, I'm ready to go. But it's better to have more options than less, because I don't like doing the whole thing. I'll just probably keep either the cattle. He said, where did the Merle gene come in the bullies? For one, where did all the genes they still add into the bullies? So what I like about this question is 2 things. 2 things is people presume that the American bully is a pure dog. It's not a pure breed. It's a composite breed. Second, because they're still adding dogs to it, and it's evident in some of the dogs that are coming out and so-called getting popular that they added either the Catalua, the Bulldog, the Arapaho Bulldog, and various other things. They adding all kinds of stuff because it's a money play. My pups ain't super lazy. They getting a little bit more motivated. They got the dog coming out of a little bit more. Zara's pups are more curious. That's how you gotta look at it. Maya's pups lack curiosity in a sense, where Zara's pups will be like, yo, what's going on? You watched him walk up here. He walked up the stairs. Maya's pups might take a little bit of time, but Junior's coming right along. When you say budget, I'm not gonna act like we got a lot of money, but the dogs are the only thing that matters. So whatever it costs to keep them rocking, that's the only thing that matters. So I don't really know. Do I know how much we spend most months? Yeah, I keep all the receipts and stuff. We write that stuff off. Got a little chilly, honey. This boy ain't chill. He ain't shaking. You good and full, huh, Fatso? Hey, kid, you might want to name him Fatso. He gonna be a little porker. Yeah, and that's kind of the key too. You know, when you start something, people focus on what the task is. So this comment here, hey, I don't even have a dog, but I'm learning so much. There are a lot of people who've messaged me, and I repeat, a lot of people who message me and say, you know what, I've always considered getting a dog, didn't know where to begin, and now I feel like I have the tools to, start taking care of my dog if I were to get one or consider it. Good girl. That's the one I'm keeping for those people that keep asking. So, task is to invite people into a new space that connects them to the opportunity to be better people through a dog. Boy, you gonna get up. Look at this dude's gut. Look at this dude's gut. That's what you call a porker. That boy is a porker. One thing I like is I'm trying to see, okay, it's a little nippy. I'm interested in seeing if they're going to get in here and go into these stairs. Because they can go in these stairs and stay warm, too. They can go into this and stay warm. You might come out and be, boom, all of them out there. As soon as I get it from the spot, people, the connection go bad. Pause I got to stay right here. Now, Zara's twins leaving. She's, boy, chill. She's, a family's getting her. A family's getting her pet home. Bam Bam and Cha-Cha always seem like they most energized pups. They got some juice now. I got exclusive extra little dropping soon. Let me know if y'all need a pup. Yeah, tap in with him. You got the exclusive pups. Ego bred this time, and he will only ever have one more breeding, people. That breeding next year that he does will be his last breeding ever. Just so we're clear. Ain't that right, mama? Here this dude goes harassing me. There's no books on bully pups. They still fucking the bully up. That's the nicest thing I could say. Y'all want the bully book. It ain't been written. It ain't set in stone. It's still being invited and introduced in other places where they are utilizing all kinds of various breeds and dogs and calling it a bully. Why? Because technically anything bigger than a pit bull is a bully, since they wanted a pit bull on steroids. It's not rocket science. Don't be discouraged. Are they considered standard size? We're creating an AMT, an American Terrier, that will be able to work and do various things. So eventually that question, I won't have to answer it, because all dogs will be the exact same size, same weight, same everything, and capable as shit. No, Ego will not. Ego's breeding is next year to a dog that I think is going to be special. I'm keeping a boy out of that litter. I know that for a fact. And that'll be it. That'll be all. So anywho, people, feeding time. They about polished these doggone ribs off. Wild Fork, if you've got one, they've got organs and various things there at the place for those that are trying to figure out. Oh, snap. Whew. I don't need to breed him a bunch of times. You know, we get confused at times at the fact that, hey, we got these dogs, so we need to breed them. These dogs don't pay my bills. They never will. They never will. So Ego needs to breed. He's being bred to better the program. Beyond that, I don't need to. He don't need 5 breedings. He's a dog. He's a mediocre dog. I just made him look good, and now he makes me look good. But realistically, it take a lot of work to get a dog to be as great as Ego, and we still just warming up. He ain't even 2 years old yet. That's the beauty about it. But we cannot better things breeding to a bunch of dogs. So as I said, our dogs no stud feet because they don't get studded out. And I repeat, his last breeding ever is next year. Oh, let me see here. I'll answer these last few, then we got to get out here and get back to Orleans. It's poor connection. There we go. Let me see here. What we got here? Let me see. What is preferred weight you try to keep them at? So the weight thing, I'll know how much the dog needs to weigh when we get there, but they're breeding all kinds of random dogs together, so there is no weight class, you know. There's no weight thing. It just depends on how they grow. And then I kind of go from there. I lean them out. I got a process that I go through. I lean every dog out at 7 months, going into 6 months, and then I build them back up. There's 9 phases to a dog's development as far as the cells are concerned. And I maximize everything, and then they start holding weight different, just like us humans do. We hit them 30s, that weight's a little different. We hit them 20s. We hit 15 and puberty hits. We look a little different. It's a whole process that I go through based on just cells and their function, and then what I believe is in the dog. I appreciate it, my friend. The puppies, they're also, at this moment in time, if anything changes, could be one female left in Maya's litter, depending on if this guy doesn't get back to me, even though he's paid a deposit and stuff. So I might make an announcement. I'm not going to call nobody on our list because they've told me what they want. They're like, hey, I want a dog from this dog, such and such, such and such. So that's that. Yeah, he's mediocre. I don't lie about anything, people. Honesty is one of the things that I live and die by. This is what I've got no malice. Anybody get on me? I got the greatest dog in the world. Stop it. I believe he could be better, and he'll get better. We'll do another breeding. He'll get a little bit better. And then his great grandson. There won't be another breeding, Merle wise, for 5 years after that. It's no reason to. The puppy blocks are on the website right now. The new one in the drawer. They're up and ready to go. He's in the cage, chilling. I mean, we outside. Look, you're like, hey, can you show us Cha-Cha, Ego? So just look, we outside. They're inside right now, catching their breath. It's a preferred thing. We talk to our customers. Somebody said, why don't we get half the dogs, like the ears cropped? Some people literally says, hey, I want to keep the ears. Keith's one of the guys, the guy that basically got the first pick male. He said, hey, I want to keep the dog's ears. I said, bet. You got to pay for it. But either way it goes, some people literally be like, hey, I want to keep the dog's ears, so you go pet. I'm not going to force somebody to get the ears cropped. That's not how it works. People have a preference. They're spending their hard-earned money. They get the right to choose. My job is to develop the dog and make sure the dog turns out and ends up being great, goes to a great home. So at any hoot, I got to clean up some of this poo before it gets matted into this thing. I clean up, come out, Wizzy wash, spray a little sniper, and then kind of go from there. People, keep taking care of your dogs. So look, this is this is a good one. Oh, it's a little nippy, but I'm from Kansas City, so I got little shoes on with no socks. I can walk around. Marcus got his socks on. Like, this ain't cold to us. Freezing, like Texas people be freezing this kind of stuff. Like, I walk to the gym in 32-degree weather. It's like, hey, bro, you tripping? I'm like, it's not that cold, man. But when you start talking about habitat, Ego and Tron sit at the back door if I'm not outside. They don't want to play out here. They don't. So our dogs are not out here in this habitat. This is a place to start letting them get familiar with this. And all this stuff in great detail is going to be on our Kajabi. You want to watch Hera grow? You want to watch everything that she's going to be able to do. The people on Instagram will be like, yo, that's crazy. Look at that puppy did. Kind of like when Bam Bam walked up the tree. Damn, that dog walked up a tree at 8 weeks old. It's a lot that goes into this. So you won't see the how-to unless you are on the other platform. But you'll see the fun part. Like, oh, man, that's crazy. Look at that puppy. Look at that puppy swimming. Look at that's but like all the work that goes into it. This habitat is an environment where I get to challenge their ability to think. I saw them walking up and down stairs. Remember, at one point, they were sliding and rolling down the things. I said at week 6, watch, they'd be walking up and down them stairs. And what did they do? The brains clicked. Boom. They knew where to put their hands and feet. Now they really have a good idea. Even watching him walk up and something down this narrow and come all the way across. Fear's gone. All that stuff. So you go, there you go, KC in the house, huh? So you go, what's the habitat? The habitat's based on my needs for the dogs. I need her to be fearless in heights. I need her to run, hop, jump, and skip. I need her to stay motivated. And I got the flirt pole, about to get the flirt pole out here. There you go. There you go. See? Somebody sent me a video of their dog. So it's going to be on Kajabi, people. As I said, when the last pup leaves here, my message is going off. I appreciate and I respond to everybody. I mean, homie, if I was on this phone, as a matter of fact, one of the cats, he said, man, I get off work and listen to your thing. You know, his joker literally called me and then FaceTimed me last night. He was riled up, boy. So when he gets off work, he's like, bro, you mad entertained. I tell my girl, like, yo, if you go live, I'm like, I go to the room, like, I gotta see what he's doing, man. That's shout out to the homie right there. I don't even know him, but I was cooking some food. He called me, and he was like, he just hit the face. I was like, what's up, man? He was like, oh, man, what's going on? I can't believe. I was like, yo, this is my real number for those people that do call. There's some people that call me 3-4 times a week, like, hey, Trev, I got this problem. I didn't think I remember him. I don't. but I answer, you know, to the best of my ability. But I'm about to get off here when the last pup sold, because I said before, we focused and got here focusing on our dogs. The Instagram thing, they ain't never going to do nothing to me. And I need to spend time with my dogs. So there'll be 2 to 3 posts, there'll be stories still, but everything in detail, I can upload stuff directly from my phone and get in there and talk to the community, your breeder, if you're just a pet parent, all nutritional stuff in detail, what I'm studying, what I want to hear back from you. It'd be a section called PE, physical education, things you need to do every week. It ain't just going to be no stuff, so I need to focus on that, which is why I said when the last pup sold, the messages is going off. They're already off on TikTok. And I don't reply to comments. So I don't read comments, don't reply to comments. People are like, oh, I see the comments. Like, I'm 30 posts. I've already shot 30 videos. I know what needs to be posted to tomorrow. So it's none of my business.
He ain't playing either, people.
Very
clear.
I literally post and put the phone down, move on. Back out with these dogs, people. Because dogs don't play make-believe. You guys do know that, right? They don't play like you see the what Tron and Ego and them we can do. Like, you can't make a dog do. Some of y'all got dogs like, hey, my dog don't do. I need the time. I need the time, especially for Hera. I spend a lot of time with Zara, walking to a fence twice a day, 0.4 miles, pouring into that dog, challenging her when nobody was watching. Nobody was watching. Just me and her. I need the same thing. I need that same thing with Hera and the rest of the dogs, to be clear. I ain't going to do that, you know, respectfully on social media. But we're going to still post the same and teach as much as we can. How do you balance taking care of the pups and anything else? Well, we doing dogs. You know, I just do dogs. So, you know, YouTube, it cuts a nice one, if I'm being honest. This is the platform we got the least amount of followers. You guys do understand that, right? The 140 on here, whatever it is. You know, YouTube is good. It's good to you. It's good to you. I'll tell you that right now. And objectively, you know, as Drewski and some of them cats, they take care of their team. You take care of everybody, and then we putting products together, and we're going to continue to better the products. I'm going to educate you on that and how to use them, nutrition. So there's a community of people that are really invested in their dog's health. There's not been a person to communicate, hey, what the dog needs, how to implement it, how to utilize it, so forth and so on. So I'll be doing that as we raise the bar. But all we do, to say the least, is all we do, to say the least, is just take care of dogs, man. That's all my thing. I ain't got no other life. This is life. Like when they was building Apple and you know, Tesla and SpaceX, Amazon. This is it. My guy doesn't crop anybody's ears that he doesn't know. So the people that are in Dallas, like, hey, can I get my dog's ears cropped? I'm sorry. He's not going to do it. Matter of fact, he told me to shoot a how-to post video so he could share it because he wants to remove all things that lead to him cropping ears. So, and mind you, I ain't holding no gatekeeper. I'm not gatekeeping no money because I gave him $1,200. And I said, hey, look, go here. He give me a discount. I gave him 12 and some change for the dogs to get their ears cropped. So I would love to send some people that way and say, get all of them cropped and let him give me a discount. But that's not the case. He's down to the thing where he just wants to spend time with his family and not be bothered in animal control. It's some shit. Oh, no, they not, man. They not. Look, a lot of people ask about the hat. One of the people buying it, I said, yo, I need that red hat. I don't think none of it. I got like 15 hats that look like this or say FBK. I'm going to work on it, though. Somebody messaged me and said, how'd you get the New Era? If you go to Lids and you have a logo, you can get it digitized by them. And then you can turn around and get something, posted. So they got my logo. I go up there and be like, I need 5 more hats. All these colors. Yeah. I'm gonna get it figured out. No, we don't breed. I'm not a full-time breeder. I'm a teacher. There's no breeder. We're not even breeding till next year, man. There's no more breeding till next year. Everything I do is teaching, which is why on Kajabi / the Pet Achievers Club, when you join the pack, you'll have to pay to subscribe. But objectively, like I said, YouTube, I appreciate it, man. Everything we do is education. We got a lot to learn, a lot to share. And then, we're going to get involved, as I said, in the supplement space. Puppy blocks are here. I'm about to send the money for fat blocks. Then we're going to get some joint supplement. Then you have three things to stack. We got 30 people already subscribed to the puppy blocks. So, there's some people that like every month get new puppy blocks, to be clear. They get new, and they some of them didn't even know it was my product. So, at any hoot, guys, as always, take care of your dogs. We're going to keep having some fun. Since I got to do some cleaning before they mat this poop down. And until next time, I'll do a live until these puppies are gone for the next couple weeks, and then we'll cut back on that and do things that are more informational. I've been into dogs since I was a kid, boss. There's videos on YouTube that listen to that, and there'll be more coming. I think there's better ways I can explain things, and that's the beauty about content, people. If you're a content person, every time you do something, there's a better way to do it. There's a better way to communicate it. There's a better way to be more effective. There's a better way to message. Message means find clarity. So I'm gonna shoot that video. Juan gave me the stuff. I literally have it in there. You have to start a new subscription to the new puppy blocks. No. If you are subscribed to the old puppy blocks, then you get the same thing. It's the same thing. It just converts over. Matter of fact, you get the new stuff. It depends on where your name's at on the list. That question, hey, would you accept payments? I can't promise stuff. I try to do good business, and some people know, like, hey, you're 15th, so you might be our 15th phone call. Let's say we only have 25 dogs next year. Let's say we have 4 breedings, and each dog only has five pups. So if we only got 20 dogs, and there's 70 people, I kid you not, on this list, there's your challenge. So I have to be respectful to the people who've come first and call them at least so they have the first right of refusal. So I can't just be like, yo, send me some money now. That's shady, man. That's some shady stuff. They get some meat every now and then. Look, there's a process to this, people, I assure you. The next meal that I make is going to be enriched with immunity and all kinds of other stuff. The bone part is like if they were in the wild eating, pack, all this other stuff. It's a whole system. Y'all watching it, but not really knowing what I'm doing. I was like, oh, that's fun, that's cute. But no, there's a method to this madness, from the fat on the meat to the double aminos, and I could go down the line. But mind you, tomorrow and this weekend, before all the pups leave, because I think the first one leaves next Wednesday, this weekend, I'll be shooting everything that I fed the dogs, the puppies, and things to be mindful of when going down the road, and that'll all be on the new website. I mean, that's it, that's all. But at anywho, for those asking about the waiting list, you want to send me your name, number, and email, and then I'll get back to you as soon as we get some more merch and stuff situated. I'll post that stuff. But we got a lot of things we gotta do. Bro, there is no day job. Education. Do you know how much a normal teacher makes? I make money teaching on YouTube, and doing this dog thing. Hey, cut that out. So, and it's not breeding. There's no money in breeding. We make money on the supplements. We got products. We got all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going that y'all don't even know where my hand's at. That's the beauty about it. Wherever you think. The beauty about a good businessman, you didn't know that Apple owned 19% of Adobe. You didn't know that, Zynga, which is a company that built Farmsville and stuff, used $80,000 to invest in what? Instagram. We own Instagram. Him and Reid Hoffman invested an $80,000 round, and guess what? It sold on a Monday for $1.5 billion to Facebook. These are the things that y'all. If somebody knows everything you're doing, you know. For one, you might not be doing enough, but less announcements and more moves. The more people, the less they see, the more they wish they could be a part of, in a sense. 48 Laws of Power. I encourage you. Want to know a book to read? Go read the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. When I first picked it up, my homie Andrew Nicholson, he said he read the first chapter. He said, "Boy, did you write this book? You been acting like this since we was kids." I said, "I wish I did." I act that way, but at anywho, man, y'all take care of y'all dogs, man, and stay tuned.